Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Obapa is my name. Today's recipe is simple. I'm going to show you how to make cold processed liquid soap without using heat or a slow cooker or a crock pot. So easy to make. You need virgin olive oil, and after I measure my virgin olive oil, which I'm going to use 500 grams of virgin olive oil, I'm going to warm the oil in my microwave. I'm also going to use distilled water, 188 gram distilled water, and this is a castle soap that we are using. Even babies can use. Also, I'm using 90 grams of potassium hydroxide, and potassium hydroxide is the lye that we use to make liquid soap or soft soap. So that is what I'm going to use. In this method, what I'm going to do is to dissolve my potassium hydroxide in my distilled water to make sure everything have dissolved. And the potassium hydroxide is really going to make the water heat. The same time, I have warmed my oils. And this process, you don't need crock pot, you don't need slow cooker or anything. It's so simple. So I'll pour my warm olive oil into my microwave heatable container and add my lye solution, that my potassium hydroxide solution, to it and stir. After that, I'm going to stir blend until I reach a trace. And because I'm using olive oil, it's going to take time for my soap to reach a trace. And the heat in the lye solution and the warm oil is the one that is going to use to cook this soup. It's so simple, very simple. Just that it takes time. For this particular soup, it took me 24 hours for me to get the clarity of the soup. Some people, it depends the oils you are going to use. It can take you 2 days or 3 days to get your soup. That is the reason why I like using the slow cooker or the crock pot, because that one, after my soap is done cooking and I test everything, I don't need 24 hours to wait. All I need to do is to dilute my soap, and the next day I'm ready to use my soap. Even the same day I can use my soap, as far as I can dilute them or dissolve them early. So you keep blending. You see, as you keep blending, the oil and the water will start separating. It's normal, but don't give up. Keep blending. When you blend a little, you off your step blender. You blend a little, you off your step blender, so that you don't burn your blender motor. So keep blending. It's so easy to make. We have different method of making liquid soap, and this is one of the process, the easier process. So those who don't have slow cooker available or don't have oven available, this is the easiest way to go. We have another method that we use the oven to make it, and this is the simple way to go. So after I get a trace, I'm going to cover it. After I cover it, I will check a minute and see. But as I check a minute and see, it has separated again. So I have to blend it. It took me 20 minutes to get this trace. But because it's a video, I have speed up, so it's normal, so that you can watch it. You won't spend more time watching it. So after it's separated, I blend it again to get the trace again. And it's so simple. It depends every oil. If you are going to use sunflower oil, coconut oil, or any type of oil, it depends how fast you are going to get the trace. But olive oil normally takes time to trace. That's why, so it took me a lot of time. So if you don't have a slow cooker, as I say, this is the best way to go. Very simple, very simple. So you keep blending and blend and blend. And this soap is a castle soap. It's good for sensitive skin, so everyone can use it. So if I were you, after this video, I will start making this soap down, because I'm going to use it to formulate a lot of products on my YouTube channel, and you may need this base or this liquid soap to create it. So if I were you, after this video, I'm going to create. So I cover it. After I cover it, I'm using a napkin, or you can use a towel, a heavy towel, to cover it, so that the heat will not evaporate. We are using the heat to cook. So after 30 minutes, I came back to check to see if it have separated, and lucky me, it didn't separate. Rather, it looked like a gel, but it's not done. It's not done, because if I test the clarity, it's going to look very cloudy, which show that we still have the potassium hydroxide in it. we have to let it sit down for another day. So I cover it and left it for the next day before I came back to check again to see if it's done. That's what I did. And the next day, that's after 24 hours, when I check it, it was done. Lucky me. But sometimes it can take you 2 days for you to get the clarity, but you still will get your soap. So after 24 hours, I came back to check my soap, and voila, see what we got. That is our soap, and the soap has even cooled down. There's no more heat, and it's hardened a little. So you can see that I put my spoon in it, and it can't even take some out. So what I'm going to do is a clarity test. If I check it in the distilled water and it's not cloudy, it shows that I'm done and I'm ready to dissolve it. But if it's still cloudy, I'll cover it and let it sit so that it can become cloudy maybe later on. So I have my distilled water, and then I added part of the soap in it. Then I stir, and it wasn't cloudy, so the water is clear. That means my soap is ready, and now I can dissolve my soap. So see how very simple and easy to make this soap. You can see the clarity. It's not cloudy, but if it's cloudy, that means you need to cover it again. Let it sit maybe the next day and check again. If it's still like that, do that until you get a clarity, like the water is clear when the soap is inside. So very simple, very, very simple. Next, what I'm going to do is to weigh my soap. To know the quantity I need for this recipe. So I'm going to weigh the soap, and I weigh all the soap. What I did is I weigh all the soap. I think I got 885 grams. Yeah, 885 grams for the total batch of the soap. I'm going to use half of this soap to be dilute and keep the rest. So what I need is I'm going to use glycerin. So I'm using 300 grams of glycerin. You can use full distilled water to dissolve your soap, but because I want the moisturizing purpose in this soap and the same time the thickness, that's why I use glycerin 300 grams. I'm also using 300 grams of distilled water to dissolve the soap paste. So if you don't have glycerin available, it's simple. Just take 600 grams of distilled water to use to dissolve your soap. But remember, you are not going to get the same feeling or the texture I will get for my soap. So I took part of the soap, which is 4.5 grams, that I'm going to use to dissolve with the glycerin and the distilled water. So it's very simple. You can choose to dissolve all of them too. You can choose to dissolve all your soap, but I didn't want it to dissolve all. I wanted to dissolve parts, so anytime I need it, I can take the rest and dissolve again. So I cut my soap into pieces and added my distilled water and my glycerin to it. If you cut it into smaller pieces, it's going to help the soap to dissolve well. So it's better you cut them into small pieces so that it can speed up the process of dissolving it. I don't know how to put it. I hope you understand. And it's simple. And if you have a left soap paste available, you can put it in a Ziploc or a plastic container with a cover and put it in the freezer. As you put it in the freezer, it can sit in the freezer for 1 to 2 years and nothing will happen to your soap. Your soap paste will look exactly the same as you made it, and it will never expire. So after I pour my 2 liquid on it, I'm going to cover my soap and I will let it sit down to the next day for it to dissolve well. So if the next day your soap is not completely dissolved and it's too thick for you, you can add a little more water, stir and cover it. Hopefully the same day is going to dissolve, or and you add another day and everything will dissolve. By mine, everything dissolved the next day. So the next day, let's check my soap, and this is my soap. You can see, yeah, that is my soap. and I like the way it has dissolved. One thing is, when you are dissolving soap, the soap doesn't need any disturbances. Just leave it somewhere and it will dissolve itself. So you can see the thickness of how I want it. The reason why I wanted it that way is because if I start using it to prepare my product, I'll be adding some water solution to it and it's going to make it lighter. That's why I make it thick. So see how beautiful our cold process soap look like. Very beautiful, so easy to make. So start preparing your soap base down, because we are going to use this soap to make body wash, face wash, baby wash, just name it. You can comment below what I should use this particular liquid soap to do, and I'm ready to do for you. I really love it. All I'm going to do is to cover it and let it sit somewhere. So when I'm ready to use it, I will take parts and use it to create what I want. If you have any comments, please leave it below and I will leave the recipe down in the description box. Thanks for watching this video and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.